Dear students, as you know, I was instructed by your authority, the authority of Chittagong Independent University, to take your classes online. And following the instructions, I am providing you some video lectures that will help you in teaching your course materials and course. So please try to follow my lectures, and if you have any problems regarding the content of the lecture or anything you may have, you may ask me over telephone or through email. And if you require any materials or resources, please let me know. I hope to provide you all. I hope to provide you through emails or through classrooms that we have been using to reach, to communicate each other. Thank you. So today, I wish to talk about social structure and laws. What is social structure? Before going to talk about social structure, we have to understand what does the concept mean structure. Whenever we speak about structure, we have to understand there should be some components which may make or build a whole thing or whole body. As we can consider a matter. If we break it down, we will get electron, proton and neutron that have relationship which make an atom. And in the nucleus, we have found that proton and neutron are embracing each other, and the electrons moves around the center or nucleus. The relationship between the nucleus and the electron is the structure of atom. So it means the relationship of the components of a whole system is called a structure. If we consider the human body is comprising of subsystems. We have blood circulatory system, we have respiratory system, we have nervous system, we have digestive system, and also reproductive system. All these subsystems are related. If any one of the subsystems is malfunctioning, it will have impact on other subsystems, and if it happens, then the whole body gets sick. So the human body is a structure. It comprises of some subsystems. So social body is also a structure of the human body. Like that, if we consider social system, society as a whole, as human body or social body, we can call it social body. It has some subsystems which in fact the sociologists or social scientists call it social institutions. So many social institutions are working in a social system. In a society, we have educational institutions, we have value, we have family, we have educational institutions. Thousands of institutions are here in our society. But the social scientists, particularly the sociologists, grouped 5 types of institutions at the basic of the society. These are economic institutions, political institutions, recreational institutions, educational institutions, etc. And the relationship between these institutions is called social structure. If any one of the institutions gets changes, it will have impact on others. Think about it. In the feudal time of Europe, the political institution was monarchy. The king was the head of the state. The economic system was feudalism. When feudalism was changed and replaced by capitalism, then the political institutions also got changes. The political institutions became democratic. It means any one of the institutions, if it does get changes, it will have impact on others. And at last, whenever all of the institutions get changes, we may call it change of the social system. So social system or social structure means the relationship of its component. The other sociologists do have other meaning or concepts or definitions. Like Marx. Think about Marx. He described that the society is stratified into different classes, particularly in the feudalism, slave masters, feudal lords and serf. And in capitalism, the capitalist owners and the proletariat or the working people, those who do not have other commodities than labor. So this sort of classification comprises a character of a society. Whenever we speak about capitalism, it means capitalists are there and the working people are there. And of course middle classes are also in existence there. So the relationship between classes is also described by Karl Marx as a social system or social structure. And many other sociologists also describe social structure as a relationship between person to person. Whatever we say, we must understand that social structure is nothing but the relationship of components of the society. Now the question is that how can we relate it with laws, with law? We know it very well. Each and every society is consisting of norms, values, ideology, morality, etc. And as a human being, we have to acquire these. We have to adapt these. It happens from birth till our death. And the process of adaptation is called socialization. Socialization happens to make a person socialized so that he can live and contribute in a society, so that the society will just be in peaceful and tranquil situation where we can expect social, economic and other development. So what is law? We know that we have norms, values, ideology, morality in a society. these are to be these are to be obeyed or abide by the humans. If we do not obey it, our behavior will be treated as deviant behavior. But we cannot enforce to abide, we cannot enforce to abide by value by the peoples. So that to keep the tranquil and peaceful situation of the society, we need laws. Laws are mandatory. Each and every individual should abide by laws of the country. If not, the individuals will be brought under trial. This is the last attempt to bring people into tranquil and peaceful situation. Without this, society cannot get progress. So, law is a mandatory. Rules, regulations, or instructions, whatever you say, it is usually enacted by Parliament or by the chief executive of the state, that is president of the country, by presidential orders or making ordinances. So now, how can we relate society and social structure and laws? As I have told you, that law, we require law. Why? It can be enforced. Why? To keep the behavior of the individuals in a tranquil situation. As you know, those who have got some sort of civics or the knowledge on political science, already they have come to know that the state will treat into society to keep the tranquil and peaceful situation so that we can get progress. That is why society was created. That was noted by Hobbes and Locke. Now laws, after the creations of the authority, state, the state is given authority to govern the individuals, to govern the peoples who are living in a society. And to govern peoples, we require to have laws. Laws came into being from that time. Before then, instructions were there, but those could not be enacted as law because those were not given authorization to rule over the peoples. As we know that, and we have described it, the class relationship may be called as social structure. If it is so, just think about it. Class composition, class relationship is very important to understand a particular society. Think about the criminal activity in our society. We have so many criminal activities in our society. The downtrodden people, the street beggar, those who live in the street, the children who are not getting education, who are not getting any job, who are not able to provide themselves food. What usually they do? They snatch others' property, they kidnaps, and they are engaged themselves in thieving. These sort of activities can be eliminated if society can provide them education, if society can provide them food, and if society can provide them job. So the downtrodden people, if the society can give them these sort of opportunities, these sort of problems will just disappear from our society. In Western society, you will not find these sorts of problems are still in existence. But if we go 300 or 400 years back from now, in England or in France, we may see some sort of problems are there. If you go through the novels of Charles Dickens, you will find misery are there in every writings of Charles Dickens. Why? Because at that time, English society, French society was also a poor society. They had so many problems at that time. Those were the outcome of their social structure. They could able to change it by industrial revolution, by electronic revolution, by replacing feudalism to a capitalistic social system, by making capitalistic social system to a welfare state, welfare economic